Now, here's the thing. You can't just say, make this big promise. You got to integrate it, what I call a unique mechanism, which is kind of your system. But you need to have a story of, hey, I know there's so many programs out there, or just like there's so many diets out there, but this diet specifically, what makes this unique is because of this, and here's why it works. And you gotta kind of package, position that story. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why I try all these other diets. They don't work because I'm missing this part. You got to tell that story.
You got it.
And that's the only reason.
And
that's
beautiful.
the only reason you'll buy.
That's beautiful. And one thing I want to say is, Dan, someone had called and I rejected it. So some of the previous things you said got missed. But maybe just for kind of a recap, my question was, you took me through a couple different things here. So my question was, if I want to create a fitness product and I'm looking at entrepreneurs and I'm thinking about providing something from a nutrition aspect where it's like, okay, I want to cover all the way from the people that have the least amount of time to the most amount of time, and then from a workout perspective, from the least amount of time to the most amount of time, focusing on this broad range. You had some very valuable advice, and maybe if we were to kind of sync it up and do like another 2-minute recap for the audience when I share this, what would you say that would be?
Yeah, it cannot be the time promise. It cannot be the time promise. It has to be more than that. It cannot just be, here's the super ultimate workout system for busy people. It cannot just be about that. Because it's implied that they don't have the time. It could be part of your features. Part of the feature of, this only takes 20 minutes a day. This only takes 30 minutes a day. This only takes 10 minutes a day. That could be one of the features, but you cannot build a program around it. The program itself has to have a big promise. If I do this program, if I follow your program, what the hell am I going to get? Right? In 90 days or in 60 days. That's why P90X, 90 days, and I love how the way they do it. 90 days, this is tough as hell. But you should stick with us for 90 days, you'll get the results. Just give us 30, 40 minutes every day. You stick this for 90 days. And people think, okay, you know what? This is hell. And it's kind of like, now it's April. I got a few months before summertime. You know what? I'll do this for 90 days. At least I'll look reasonably good when the summer comes and in my swimming suit, right? Or whatever, right? And when I go swimming, when I go to the beach. That's what it is. And that's why people buy, by the way. And that's why workout programs don't sell that well in winters. Because we're not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Spring, before summer, that's when it sells. So it needs to have that big promise. But one of the features, just say, hey, you know what? But this actually doesn't take a long. I know you're busy. It doesn't take long. It takes X amount of minutes per day. That's okay. But you can't build a program around it. You have a tough time because every program promises a lot of time.
Thank you very much, Dan, for that. That's very, very valuable advice. And so for people that missed that, just a quick recap, one of the things we talked about was focusing on either health or fitness. It's got to be a very, very specific product. And then, the second thing we talked about was once you've done that, you've got to have kind of a claim and an outcome that you're going to give to the audience. It's got to have a very specific result. Dan used the example of a company on ClickBank, one called Six Pack Abs. It's very, very successful. But he didn't market it towards a health and fitness product. He focused on a very specific issue or very specific problem in the marketplace, and he just focused on serving people with that specific need, and was able to run a successful product.
Let me give you one more thing before we go. You want to be very careful is you are selling a result. So let's say the ClickBank product, Six Pack Abs, versus you don't want people to feel like they're buying a bunch of philosophies. That's a big difference. If you're selling, you know what, here's what you would do with your diet, here's what you should do, and it's a bunch of philosophies. People don't like that. They want to I buy this, I get this outcome, here's the result I'm going to get. Do this, you're going to get that six-pack abs. Do this, you're going to get that strong, chest. That's fine. You're going to add a few inches to your chest in whatever amount it is. Great. Now within there includes workout. Within there includes your diet. Within there includes nutrition. But it can't just be, here's how you should do it, and here's how I think you should do it, and there's a bunch of philosophies. Because people can't relate to that. And people